Hello everyone, and welcome to Dr. Carminati's YouTube channel. We're thrilled to have you here today as we dive into a question that sparks the imagination. Can we teleport objects using our knowledge about quantum? If you love unraveling the mysteries of the universe, I'd love to hear from you. Drop your thoughts in the comments, suggest topics for future videos, give this video a like, and hit that subscribe button to join our growing community. Now, let's jump into this exciting adventure and see what quantum mechanics has in store for teleportation. Let's start with the big question. Can we teleport objects using what we know about quantum mechanics? Hold that thought if you're picturing sci-fi teleportation, like beaming from Earth to a distant planet. Quantum mechanics offers a different kind of teleportation, one that's both mind-bending and grounded in real science. If you're new to this topic, don't worry, I'll guide you with clear, simple explanations. Quantum mechanics studies the tiniest building blocks of reality, particles like electrons, photons, and atoms. These particles behave in ways that defy common sense. For example, they can exist in multiple states simultaneously, connect across vast distances, and change just by being observed. Scientists call these behaviors superposition, entanglement, and quantum measurement. Together, they form the foundation of quantum teleportation. So what do we mean by teleportation? In everyday terms, it's instantly moving something, a person, a spaceship, or even a coffee mug, from one place to another, without crossing the space between. In quantum mechanics, teleportation doesn't zap physical objects across the galaxy. Instead, it transfers the information that describes a particle or system. This information, called a quantum state, acts like a blueprint. If you could send that blueprint elsewhere and rebuild the object, you'd have something close to teleportation. But here's the catch. The original might not survive the process. Let's explore how this works and whether we can apply it to objects. How quantum teleportation works. To grasp quantum teleportation, let's start with a breakthrough idea from 1993, when physicist Charles Bennett and his colleagues showed how to teleport a particle's state. Their method relies on entanglement, one of quantum mechanics' strangest features. Don't worry if that sounds complex. I'll break it down with a story. Imagine two scientists, Alice and Bob, working in labs miles apart. Alice wants to teleport the state of a photon, a tiny particle of light, to Bob. They begin with a pair of entangled photons, which means the photons share a special link. If you measure one, the other instantly reflects that change, no matter the distance. Alice keeps one entangled photon, and Bob takes the other. Now, Alice has her photon, the one she wants to teleport. She doesn't ship it to Bob. Instead, she performs a clever measurement, combining her photon with her entangled photon. This measurement generates a set of instructions, like a recipe for the photon's state. Alice sends this recipe to Bob using a regular method, like a text message or radio signal. When Bob receives it, he uses the instructions to adjust his entangled photon, transforming it into an exact match of Alice's original photon. Boom, the state has teleported. The original photon, however, gets scrambled in the process, so it's no longer the same. This process is incredible for a few reasons. First, it respects a rule called the no-cloning theorem, which says you can't make an exact copy of a quantum state. Teleportation transfers the state, not duplicates it. Second, it doesn't break the speed of light limit. The recipe travels at normal speeds, so no laws of physics get violated. Third, it's not just theory. Scientists have done this. They have teleported photon states across cities and even to satellites. But here's the million-dollar question. Can we go beyond photons and teleport something bigger, like a chair or a person? Let's tackle that next. Teleporting objects. The hurdles. Teleporting a photon's state is a considerable achievement, but an object? That's a massive leap. A coffee mug contains billions of atoms, each with its quantum state, position, spin, energy, and more. To teleport it, you'd need to capture every detail of every atom, entangle them with another system, measure everything perfectly, and send that information to rebuild the mug elsewhere. Let's walk through why this is so challenging. First, complexity. A photon has a few properties, like polarization or spin. An object has countless particles, all interacting in intricate ways. Mapping the quantum state of every atom in a mug would require precision we can't yet achieve. Even a single mistake could mean your mug arrives as a shapeless blob. Second, entanglement. Creating entangled pairs for one photon takes serious tech. You'd need to entangle an astronomical number of particles for an object. Think billions or trillions. Currently, scientists can entangle small groups of atoms, but scaling up to something like a book is far beyond our reach. Third, information overload. The recipe for a mug's quantum state would be a colossal amount of data. Sending it to another location, even at light speed, would take time. Not exactly the instant teleportation we dream of. Then, reconstructing the mug requires flawless technology, which we don't have. Finally, there's the original object issue. In quantum teleportation, the original particle state gets destroyed during measurement. If we teleported a mug, the original might vanish or become unrecognizable. This raises huge ethical questions for something alive like a person. Would the teleported version really be you? So where are we today? Scientists have teleported the states of photons, atoms, and even small molecules over short distances. In 2019, researchers teleported a photon state across 44 kilometers of fiber optic cable. That's amazing. But it's far from teleporting a baseball or a spaceship. For now, objects remain firmly in the realm of theory. Here is a clearer path for people new to quantum physics. Quantum teleportation uses entanglement to transfer information about a particle's state from one place to another. It's like emailing a blueprint to rebuild something. We can do this with tiny particles like photons, but teleporting objects like a phone or a cat is incredibly hard because objects have so many particles. Imagine moving a single Lego brick versus an entire Lego castle. Please start with the idea that quantum mechanics lets us send information in strange ways. Then imagine the challenges of scaling up. Even if we can't teleport a car today, quantum teleportation has enormous potential. It's already shaping the future of technology. For example, quantum communication uses teleportation to send secure, unhackable messages. Quantum computers rely on teleporting states between qubits, their version of bits, to solve problems faster than regular computers. Researchers are pushing the boundaries, teleporting larger systems and longer distances yearly. What about teleporting objects or people? That's a distant dream, but not impossible. If we could overcome the technical hurdles, entangling massive systems, handling huge data, and rebuilding with precision, we might teleport simple objects someday. For living things, we'd need to solve not just science, but philosophy. Would a teleported person be the same person? For now, quantum teleportation shows us how weird and wonderful the universe is. What an incredible journey. We've explored whether our knowledge of quantum mechanics can teleport objects from photons to coffee mugs. We've seen how entanglement makes teleportation possible, why objects are a tough challenge, and what this means for the future. I hope this fired up your curiosity as much as it does mine. What do you think? Will we teleport objects one day, or is it pure fantasy? Share your ideas in the comments. I can't wait to read them. Suggest topics for our next video, give us a like, and subscribe to keep exploring the cosmos with me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.